Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Here's Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here at the Edge Gym. Delighted to be joined once again by Mr. Ohara Davies. How are you, mate?
All good. Feeling a lot better than I was last time we had our interview. I'm back in the gym, getting the weight off, slowly but surely. Back in the gym, time to get fit again.
Yeah, last time I spoke to you, you said that you had struggled since your fight. A lot of progress being made, more on the probably mental side of things, just preparing yourself mentally and physically for the return.
I think for the first 2 weeks, it was like a mourning period for me. You know, I went through grief. It was a mourning period. It's the first time in my life that I felt that way, or my first time during my boxing career, because of boxing, that I had felt such a way. Even after Taylor Catterall, it was more easier to handle. With this one, the fight that I should have won, and it was in a big stage, so it was very hard to handle. But listen, I give myself for anything in life, and I'm back. I'm back to where I was. It's all motivation, and it's only motivated me to improve, to get even better, to fix up on the slight issues and slight things that I should have done that I didn't do, and got to come back a lot stronger.
Looking forward to the future now. I know one name that was being mentioned was Ohara Davies. He suffered a defeat last night. Did you see any of that? Was you shocked by that?
I didn't see it, but Lee phoned me first thing in the morning and he texted me that he lost, and I was like, to be honest, I don't know much about him, so I know that he fought Devin Haney and he fought a good fight. I heard that he's a good fighter, but I've never actually seen him fight. I don't know how he looks even. All I know is I heard that he's a good fighter, and it was an upset. But it's boxing. In boxing, these things, these things, they do happen, and upsets do happen. Just look at my last fight. So, I'm a bit surprised, but at the same time, it's boxing.
Has there been any other names mentioned for the return?
Yes, there have been a few other names that I don't know if I can really say right now, but I've got a few people, I've got a few names, but I said to them, I don't care who it is. To me, a fight's a fight, and when I'm in shape, I know what I can do, and I believe that I'm up there with the best at 140, and put me up against the best and let me prove it.
Someone who has recently suffered a defeat in your division is Oscar Duarte from the Ryan Garcia loss. Is that someone you're looking at as a potential opponent?
Oscar Duarte is someone that I want. Oh, of course. I saw the fight when he fought against Ryan Garcia. I think he fought quite a good fight, and he's a big name, he's a good fighter, and he's someone that I'd like to fight next. If that gets offered to me, I won't be saying no.
The likes of Ryan Garcia, who's in there with Devin Haney, Rowley's fighting Pitbull, they're the people you're probably going to fight if you come through Barroso, but you don't want to take too many steps back. Do you want to stay at that level where it was a Ohara Davies, an Oscar Duarte, the people just under that top level of 140s?
Listen, I said last time, it's not like I got scored for 10 rounds, 12 rounds, and then got beat. It was a good shot in the first round, and I didn't recover, So I believe I'm at that level, I believe I'm at that level still. I don't think I've gone down a few levels. It was just a good shot. It's boxing, it happens, and I believe that I'm at that level still, and I like to continue at this level, fight against the best, and make it right. Blood's got to be spilled in the right place next time, but I'm not going down.
Speaking to Ian off camera earlier, you've had a few rows in your time, haven't you, with Tyrone McKenna, Robbie Davis Jr. Is that over now, or is just waiting for the right dance part to kick off with again?
Listen, man, Tyrone McKenna and me are mates. I fought him in the Golden Contracts, and the fact that I won. Davis Jr., to be honest, I don't hate the guy. I feel like he's a nice guy. It's just that me and him just don't get along. But I think I feel he's a nice guy, and if that fight got offered to me, again, I won't be saying no, but I'd feel like I'd be taking a few steps back. But it's an easy fight. It's not a fight that I'll be saying no to. But I've got nothing against him. He's a nice guy. It's just that in boxing, if two people are both in the same weight class, and then people talk online, and then things happen, and then But I've got nothing against him. Just like I've got nothing against anyone. Everyone's a nice guy. It's just that sometimes in boxing, as you're in the same weight class, and it's all hype. But I don't know what they feel. I don't know what they feel about me. But with me, I don't care about anyone. I don't hate anyone. I'm just living my life, and I'm just boxing.
You changed that perspective because that's 4 years ago, that video on IFL with McKenna. We was laughing at earlier, hold my glasses, Coogan. But yeah, you seem a lot more calm, a lot more chilled out now.
I think as I've got older, I've got a lot more humble. I understand the game a lot more than I did. And I've changed, I've changed as a person, and I think I'm a lot more humble now. And I think people like me more like this anyway. So I think back then I just caused a lot of hype, people saying bad shit about me online, people wanting to see me get beat, and I was in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. It was more because of what I've been saying. But now, if I am in the spotlight, I want it to be, because I'm a good fighter and because I'm giving exciting fights, not because I'm saying some controversial shit online.
A fight that got announced yesterday that I want to speak to you about is Jack Catterall versus Josh Taylor. The rematch, two guys you know very well, been in the ring with both of them. What do you make of that rematch?
It all depends on what Taylor turns up to, to be honest. Taylor in his last fight, he wasn't the same Taylor that we've seen in the World Boxing Super Series, as an example. That Taylor, I feel like that's when he was at his best. In the Catterall first fight, he weren't the same Taylor that we've seen in the past. And sometimes after becoming a world champion and then an undisputed world champion, the guy won it all. He come from nothing and he won it all. So a lot of the times the motivation can go. With Floyd, it didn't go. But there's only one Floyd and not everyone's Floyd. I've seen a few other fighters that get there and then the ambition goes and then the motivation goes because now they got money and they got this and they got that. I don't know if that's the case with him. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying at times that is what happens, and I'm not sure if that's the case with him. But if the old Taylor turns up, it's going to be a very good fight. It's going to be a very good fight, and it can go either way. I feel like Catterall was more hungry because he felt like he got robbed in the first fight. Catterall was a very, hungry fighter. He fought a good fight in his last fight, and I think it can go either way. If you asked me this 3 or 4 years ago, I would have said Taylor 100%. But now, Taylor seems like he's on a bit of a decline, and Catterall's a hungry young fighter that wants to be world champion, and he's more ambitious because he hasn't achieved yet what Taylor has. So I feel like we just got to wait and see, but it's going to be a good fight.
Do you think if the same Josh Taylor had got into the ring as the one with you, if it would have been the Josh Taylor fighting Catterall when you fought him, do you think you would have got the better of Josh Taylor?
I don't think about it now. I've literally put that phase so far back now. It's so far behind me now. I don't even think about the fight. I don't think about Taylor. I don't think about that stuff. Probably, I don't know, but it's not something that I think about. And it's a phase of my life that was a hard phase, and I put that behind me now. So I don't think about that.
The Catterall fight was obviously really close between yourselves. Is that a rematch that you still think could happen down the line?
In a Catterall fight, the fight that I felt like I won. But it was a very boring fight. A very, very, very fucking boring fight. But the fight I felt like I won. And, in my mind is the fight that I won. So I've got no ambition to rematch him, or it's not on my mind to rematch him, to fight him again. The fight that I fought, and I believe that I won the fight. And that's it. But, otherwise, I like him. I think Catterall was a nice guy. He's always wished me the best. Even after all the shit I say about him online, I say bad shit about him online every day. And even after I lost in my last fight, Catterall come online, he said good things about me. And he's such a nice guy. Whereas most other fighters, they'll be like, yes, you've been saying bad shit about me, now it's my time to get you back. But listen, Catterall didn't use that. Catterall just said, you know what, even though Ohara said all this bad shit about me, he was unlucky, and he was quite gutted that I lost. I spoke to Sam Jones, I spoke to a few of his mates, and he genuinely wanted me to win this fight. It's not like just an online thing, online persona trying to seem like a good guy. Catterall genuinely, wanted me to win. And, he's a nice fella.
Has this whole period been a little bit of an eye-opener for you? Because after your Barroso fight, so many people did come out and back you. They didn't want to kick you while you was down. Even people you had beef with. I know we spoke about Belly before. We don't need to speak about that again. But so many people were behind you and just offering you sympathy when you needed it.
Yeah, it has been a real eye opener. A few people that I thought were gonna try to keep me while I'm down, they haven't. even though they could have and they haven't. But a lot of people, a lot of people are trying to keep me while I'm down, but I'm never really down. I've lost before. Taylor, I got beat. I come up. I made progress. Catterall, I got beat. I come up. I made some progress. And this fight I lost, I'm gonna come up and make some progress again. So you know what? I'm never really down. And whatever people say about me it don't really affect me. It's just words on the screen. People that I probably never see in person. I'll never see them. It's just words on a fucking screen. I don't see what they say and then sit down at home and start crying because some guy online that I don't know that's at XYZ BBW CB their name. I don't know what their name is, but some guy just writing words. It's just words on a fucking screen. I don't take it to heart.
Has anyone actually ever come up to you and started kind of dissing you like they would on Twitter?
No one in person's ever fucking, seen me and said some shit because they know that I don't get slapped. Anyone that sees me in person and try to say some shit, they're getting slapped in the face. So, everyone knows to keep that shit online because in person, I'm still waiting to see anyone come to me with that vibe. It was only Davies Jr. that did, and he got slapped. And, everyone knows, keep that shit online. And I don't mind if they do that shit online, but in person, you got to show some respect.
Just last one, O'Hara. When can we expect to see you in the ring again?
I think May times. I think I'll be back in the ring in May. I don't deserve to have a long break after fighting one round, less than a round. I don't deserve 3 or 4 months off to enjoy life and get fat. Nah, straight back in the gym. I've got to get back in there and fight. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior, and I've got to get back in there ASAP and make it right.
You're motivated, aren't you? You're motivated to right those wrongs.
I'm more motivated now than I would have been if I won. The loss has only pushed me further. People think I fell. I fell forward. I didn't fall backwards. I fell forward because this loss is only going to motivate me to get further and to achieve more. So, I've got to look at the positives, and I fell forward, not backwards.
Excellent. Ohara Davies, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV, and I'll speak to you again hopefully when we get some fight news, mate.
Let's go.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.